Hey, good evening. It is Wednesday night. You know what that means. SEC After Dark on the Bleav Network. Also, y'all's conference network coming at you on the video and audio side. Jake has lost half a beard since then. I guess Alabama baseball stressed him out that much he had to shave. Looking
Let's
good
not
with
go
the
there.
goatee, Jake.
Thank you.
Looking good with the goatee, man.
Yeah,
Love it.
appreciate it.
So we got a great show for y'all tonight. Our off the rail segment. You might want to stick around for it.
Yes,
It's going to be truly off the rails.
and it is truly going to be after dark.
Yep, it's going to be. Well, let's just say we're going to lose our clean rating pretty quick.
Yes,
Normally you would do that with me anyway, so
in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're going to wait this time. I'm going to try to keep it clean. All right, I'll try to keep it clean until then.
Oh, until then, all right.
We'll give people a warning.
hey, everybody on this side, other than it, still is playing baseball.
Congratulations!
Yeah,
Go win
Awesome.
it for the SEC.
SEC.
I think we will.
SEC. Well, you know what you can do is you can go over and head to our partners at Bet Online because they continue to be the number one source for all your betting needs and sports info. You can find all the latest odds, news, sports development, including this year's finals, which is just going to come down to the wire. I thought for sure it was going to go. I thought for sure it was going to go 6 or 7, and I could be right. You're closing in on the Stanley Cup Finals. Looks like Tampa Bay is in good shape, and the Avalanche are just destroying the Oilers in many different ways. You have Major League Baseball, you have fighting news, early NFL futures, and then, of course, you could go bet on the Super Regionals and College World Series. Will Tennessee, they're like 5-2 odds, aren't they? Something like that.
Yeah.
They're a generational team. You have a whole bunch of – it makes everybody else look just good and not great just because of how good Tennessee is.
Exactly. So before we dive more into Tennessee baseball, just head to the website, use your mobile device, sign up today, receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Use that promo code Bleav, get the bonus, get into action. Bet online, that's where the game starts. So, getting back onto Tennessee baseball here, it's impressive.
Yeah.
And I really thought, as the chat fires up, I really thought that Evan Russell
Cass.
thing was going to derail them. Hey, Cass. Right? Because there's always some emotional thing that they just go on level 20 on that kind of derails them for a little bit. And in the postseason, you can't get derailed. And they had some tough games, like Mighty Campbell. I don't even know what Campbell's mascot is.
The Camels.
The Campbell Camels gave the baseballs some trouble. So my only concern is that with Tennessee, are they going to waste their generational talent by becoming over emotional? I love the swag. I love the emotion that they play with, but for Tennessee, they can't seem to put a cap on it a lot of times. And a lot of it comes from the top down with their manager, Tony Vitello.
I was gonna say they've been having that over emotional state pretty much all season. I don't think they expected to be as good as they were. So they got when they were doing well at the beginning, especially with Ole Miss, in the sweep there back when that was a huge deal because Ole Miss looked like a much better team. I think they just were having fun with it and they got kind of like a cocky and just kind of having fun, but I don't think they expected it to last, and it just kept going and going, and they just got cockier and cockier. And I'll admit they do a lot. I can understand why everybody can't stand them.
I don't mind. I don't mind the bat flipping, Jeb. I don't mind the stuff that they do on the bus where they're singing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't mind a lot of that stuff. I think it's good for baseball. But what got me, what I thought was over the edge, was the guy that rounded first base flicking off the right fielder.
Yeah, that shouldn't have happened.
I didn't like that. I don't like the over dramatic bat flip. Just do a little like how do you do and then go.
Yeah.
Oklahoma State did some of that too in their regional where their guy did the the Pirates of the Caribbean, the Jack Sparrow run. That's a big trend on TikTok. He did that rounding third base, and they got mad at him. So the next time he hit a home run, he sprinted around the bases.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't seem to work out for them. I think Arkansas moved on in that group, but
yeah, they did.
But no, like I say, I agree with that. They're taking it too far sometimes. But like I said, they've been doing it all season. I don't know if it's going to hurt them in the playoffs because it's not any different than how they've been acting.
Well, the playoffs, everything's amped up in the playoffs, right? So regular season, you're playing a 3-game set. So if that stuff gets a hold of you on Saturday night, it's not a huge deal.
That's true.
But in the College World Series, double elimination, you have a bad night, now you're screwed. Now you have to fight and claw your way through the loser bracket.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And I discovered over the last week what Tennessee is. Everybody talks about Tennessee and everything, but the only difference between them and who I'm about to mention is not as many eyeballs are on them. But they're like the 1988 U. College football. That's
that kind of swagger.
Yeah, that's Randall Thrill Hill playing baseball.
Yeah. Now, if they could just be more like the 1985 bunch who had a bunch of swag, but they backed it up. Let's see if they can do that. Or what year was it? It was 87 was the national championship?
87 was the national championship. 86 was the Vinny Testaverde and Fatigues Fiesta Bowl. The year before. The Fiesta Fiasco. 5 turnovers or something like that. 5 picks or something like that. It was awful.
Well,
yeah. Are you going to be the 86 Canes, Jeb, or is Tennessee going to be the 87 Canes?
They better win because
same team, same swagger. One team could handle it, the other couldn't.
Yeah, well, if they don't win, we're going to have to hear about that for a long time. It's the problem with having that much swagger.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. If Tennessee does not win the national championship, they're going to get piled on so hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
everybody.
Pretty God they win.
I mean, it comes with the territory.
Yeah, it's going to be mustard and golf balls for everybody.
What is it? French's stock is about to go way up if Tennessee loses in the College World Series, or if they lose in the Super Regional. Who y'all play in the Super Regional?
And Texas A&M. Don't forget that. What?
Texas A&M still in it.
Who do we play? It's Notre Dame, I Bleav.
Yeah.
Y'all should crush them.
I was gonna say Notre Dame's not the biggest hitters. They're a good or like really good team, obviously, but.
Fun fact: Notre Dame got Mississippi State last year in the Super Regional. So if Tennessee wins it all, they would be matched up in the Super Regional both years with the team that eventually won it.
Nice.
Talk about unlucky for Notre Dame.
Yeah. This is a terrible matchup for them because if they can't hit that well, Tennessee, it's going to be hard for Tennessee to lose if they don't give up any runs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was the thing about Campbell. You say we don't really know that much about him, just a little school, but they were big hitters.
Mm-hmm.
They'd won the game before that, I know, by a pretty good margin. But, I forget who that was. Maybe Georgia Tech. Or no, somebody anyway.
Yeah,
Doesn't
you
matter.
turned it full circle to last week's show. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
How about SEC teams, Georgia Tech? Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, that video is still going on my YouTube side. I'm up to nearly 2,500 views and like 35 comments. It's crazy.
Nice.
Can you direct your bonus coverage over to last week's show here?
Mm-hmm.
You want more on Georgia Tech? Go listen to this show.
Yeah, what we're going to have to do, seriously, we're going to do a little bit of inside baseball for everybody right now. Restream's going to change its billing package and what they do, so we may have to think of a different way to get this to you.
Okay.
Okay. But it starts July 31st, but it might be something where it's YouTube only. We don't know. So we'll see.
Interesting.
We'll find out, right?
Yeah.
I guess we're going to have to give old StreamYard a chance, huh?
Yeah, seriously. But, yeah, like restreaming, like saying you can do 5 channels and have an hour of streaming. And I was like, I don't know if that's like a quarter of Corey's plan for the Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's we go the marathon session. Just like Jake and his product later. Talk about.
Yeah. I couldn't help but notice Cassidy's in the chat. So she's like, okay, Jake, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
When I showed her the preview that you had put up, he's like, "Are y'all really going to talk about that?" And I said, "Yes, it's an off the rails segment that's got to be talked about." So
it's like way off the rails, so that definitely qualifies.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
and I got another one to bring up too.
Kill it.
Yeah,
Oklahoma's winning 6-1 over Texas.
In what?
Something.
What? And softball, I'm assuming.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Softball.
I mean, I don't see anybody. I mean, Texas. I don't see Texas beating Oklahoma.
Texas. What?
Yeah, everybody. The SEC is so good at softball that 12 teams made it into the tournament. 12 teams got eliminated, and still the championship is SEC versus SEC.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Claiming that.
Yeah, we'll still claim it.
Claiming that.
SEC softball is about to be so ridiculous, guys.
You ain't kidding.
So ridiculous.
Speaking of your own playoff.
Yeah, really. Might as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, before everybody gets started, me and Jeb rode Cosmic Rewind, Guardians of the Galaxy ride at Epcot. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
very good.
It's a must-do if you ever do Disney and you ever do Epcot.
Did it leave you hooked on a feeling?
Well, there's like 6
what
songs.
Song we got? Yeah.
I think we got. I can't remember.
I know. I was too excited to run the ride. I wasn't even paying attention to what they were saying.
They took a picture of it like they always do, and we didn't know where the camera was or anything. It was just unadulterated joy on everybody's picture.
That's so awesome.
Yeah,
it was a fun ride. There's a story going on, but I couldn't even pay attention to that.
Hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing.
But it's 80s. It's 80s songs, not 70s.
Wow.
It's not true Guardians of the Galaxy then. If
it goes with time too. It keeps going. So it's at the beginning of the 80s.
So it goes from.
It's like a flock of seagulls or somebody like that singing the song.
It goes flock of seagulls to Eminem because you go through time. You know?
That'd be fun.
It's his last verse from 8 Mile. That's what you end the ride on.
The pre-show has Terry Crews.
That's true. Yeah.
By the way, I don't want to jump off the rails real quick, but I heard this morning that Journey is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but yet Eminem is. How is that possible?
That's a good question. I know Dolly Parton tried to turn it down because she didn't want to go in because she wasn't rock and roll. But
it's just like y'all just letting anybody in.
Yeah, it's pretty much
country, right?
It's kind of like honestly, it's kind of like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. The guy says, "Is the words in English?" Then it's rock and roll.
Right. Yeah.
True. Touche.
Yeah.
Touche. And Cassidy, yes, you do love your softball.
Yes, she does.
I like the heart emoji too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So Tennessee's going to win it all in baseball.
Yep.
The only road bump is going to be Oregon State. Let's be honest.
Oregon State's out, ain't they?
Mm-mm.
No, it's Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State's out.
Yeah,
Oregon State's playing Auburn. Yeah. Auburn got the toughest draw out of all of us here.
Yeah, they did.
Sonny DiChiara, Sonny D. Going to go cross country and slap the ball around a little bit.
Yeah.
You only know photos. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Photograph.
Look at this photograph.
Every time I do it makes me laugh.
Every time I do it makes me laugh.
Oh. Journey got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2017.
Oh, did they? Okay, good.
Yeah.
If they're not in, something wrong.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. I had to go
Yeah.
look that up. I was like, that can't be right.
Yeah.
And
They only got in because they killed Tony Soprano.
All right, while we're mildly off the rails,
Reel it back in.
well, before we reel it back in, did you guys see this PFF NFL head coach rankings list?
No,
No.
Mm.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second.
this makes me worried.
Yeah.
So PFF, okay, Bill Belichick, right, number one. Duh.
Yeah,
All
obviously.
right, so I'm gonna go through the list, okay, and then we'll talk. So I'm gonna read the list and then we'll talk about it. All right, so you got John Harbaugh. This is in order: Andy Reid, Cliff Kingsbury, Pete Carroll, Matt LaFleur, Kyle Shanahan, Mike Vrabel, Frank Reich, Mike McCarthy.
Top 10.
What?
All right.
Mike McCarthy, Tart 10.
Yeah.
John Harbaugh.
Where's
he's
McVay?
won one.
Yeah, where's Sean McVay at?
Yeah.
11, I think.
How's-
Just out of
how-
the top 10.
No, they
Why?
need to switch 10
Where's
to
Tomlin?
11. Yeah.
Tomlin's down at 13. looks
Tomlin's
like.
never had a losing season
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
in 15 years as head coach. Who does that in the NFL?
not a lot of people.
Where's Dan Campbell on the? I'm just kidding.
Sean McDermott's down at 16. He's having a pretty good run at Buffalo right now.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
the hell? Like, you got Kingsbury who can't even win his division,
Yeah.
and you have
And you don't have
Sean
McVay in the top
McDermott,
10?
Sean McVay
Yeah.
sitting there, Mike Tomlin. Like, you have Mike McCarthy in there.
Yeah.
Like, he's about as average
Yeah.
as grits.
Yeah.
Hey, grits are not average.
They're actually really good.
Well, you have to dress him up a little bit. You know, grits just by themselves are average. But like when you throw the cheese and the salt and pepper and the butter, then they get really good. You slap the
So-
biscuit up in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And there's
so,
there's no Sean Payton, obviously, because he's now on Fox.
yeah, he's not a coach anymore. So this is the 2022 NFL head coach ranking. So yeah, Sean Payton does not qualify.
It's like Matt Nagy.
We got-
Yeah, Matt Nagy.
Yeah.
He doesn't qualify either. He's an assistant now somewhere.
Yeah.
What about
Who is the coach that won like 12 games with the Cleveland Browns with Baker Mayfield as quarterback before?
Kevin Stefanski.
Oh, yeah, he's down at 19. Although he may have just ruined the Browns if he traded away 3 first-round picks for a guy who's never going to play.
Oh my
see.
goodness! And Baker Mayfield's like, no, I'm good.
yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm Baker, I'm like, yeah, trade me.
I'm-
I'm
and
gonna
I know-
retire.
I know they haven't had a good season in a couple of years, but I mean, Pete Carroll's got to be up in the top 15 or so too. I mean,
He's number 5,
okay. He is number 5.
Oh,
I won't
yeah,
listen.
obviously.
No, a lot of first-year people they have kind of lower, like Zach Taylor of the Bengals. He had a pretty good first year, but
Mhm.
He's
But-
got to do it more than 1 year.
yeah, I can understand
understand
that being lower.
Stefanski's got to do it more. He's got to do it back-to-back years. I
Yeah.
think he's just not quite there
But
yet.
Cleveland.
Yeah, I know doing anything in Cleveland is impressive. That's-
Yeah,
It is. That's why he's 19.
Now he's going to have
I mean,
a
they've
flag
got-
football team.
They've got
Yeah.
Todd Bowles of the Bucks down at 21. So, of course, all he did was bring in Brady, but it worked.
Well, no, this is first year as head coach. Bruce Arians was the coach.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
He retired. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Arians retired. That's right.
But
Yeah.
Todd Bowles brought Brady out of retirement.
That's true. He
So
tried
he,
to
Brady
retire.
was
did,
gonna-
so he did bring him in.
I
Basically,
don't
did the same thing that
But
Arians
he's like a 47-year-old.
I mean, I had a feeling Brady was going to come out of retirement anyway. I just had that gut feeling.
Yeah, that was a sham.
Yeah.
thought we were finally done with
So
that.
where's Matt Rule on this list? I mean, why is he not on? Oh wait, wrong list.
Yeah.
I thought this was hot seat rankings. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
want to
Kyle,
point
I
out.
think. I mean, outside of Cliff Kingsbury and Mike McCarthy, I do like this list a lot. I think Kyle Shanahan should be where Pete Carroll is. I think they should switch places. Matt LaFleur and Mike Vrabel should switch places. I think Frank Reich is right where he should be. I think Tomlin needs to be in at number 10. And I think McVay's got to be in here somewhere. Number 4, maybe. Or switch McVay and Harbaugh. Because McVay's been to more Super Bowls than Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Hadn't won. Or maybe bump Andy Reid to 2, put McVay at 3. Hell, McVay might be number 1 on this list if we're just looking at a solo year.
And well, in a couple of years, he might be once Bill retires.
Belichick is losing his marbles, man.
Yeah.
You see when Matt Patricia's going to be the offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Mr. Smee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Becky will love that.
What in the hell?
She'll probably
Wasn't he a
Patriots.
defensive guy a few years ago?
He was their defensive coordinator. Yeah.
Yeah.
He won multiple Super Bowls as defensive coordinator.
Yeah. No,
Like,
okay.
You're telling me, okay, so you're telling me you have all of these offensive minds in the NFL and that's your offensive coordinator?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
All right, before we go into SEC
All right,
football, Bet Online, who we talked about in our show, there they are in the corner,
Yeah.
put out the question you can bet on: who will Amber Heard date next?
Ooh, good question.
Jeb.
It's
Yeah.
at plus 25,000. It's Donald Trump Sr. At plus 25,000, Daniel Craig.
You're my new first lady.
At plus 20,000, Madonna.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Plus 20,000, Lady Gaga. Plus 20,000, Elliot Page.
Oh,
Oh no.
I would hope they have more respect for themselves.
Yeah.
Plus 20,000, Brad Pitt.
Oh,
He's going through some
I
crap
think
with
I think it's
Angelina
wrong.
Jolie right now.
Yeah, I think it's wrong that Donald Trump got higher odds than Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
yeah.
Plus 15,000, Scott Eastwood. Plus 10,000, Tom Cruise. I guess he could jump on a couch for him.
Yeah.
Plus 10,000, Kristen Sinema. She's a congresswoman.
Oh, wow.
Plus 10,000, Kate McKinnon. Plus 10,000, Ben Affleck. Plus 7,500, Asmarie. Does that make sense to anybody?
I don't know that one.
Yeah, not sure.
Plus
about that.
Ben Affleck got
4,000.
J-Lo. He needs to hold on to that. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Plus 4,000, Kourtney Kardashian.
She just recently tied the knot, so I think she.
Oh,
Plus 1,600, Andres Muschietti. And at plus 1,000, and the leader in the clubhouse, to date Amber Heard next, Elon Musk.
Oh, wow.
He would. Okay, there you go.
all right.
you can't,
From our
you
friends
can't
at
get that
BetOnline.
on Fan. You
Yeah.
cannot get that at FanDuel
No.
or DraftKings or whatever other sites are. BetMGM. You can't get those odds. Only at BetOnline. That's why you should go to BetOnline. That's why I go to BetOnline because I don't bet on it because I'm interested. I bet on it because I can.
They put bets out there that matter. You know, that's what we want to know. Who's going to date Amber Heard next? You know.
Amber Heard, I've just pictured her doing what Jenna Maroney did on 30 Rock. If a PA does not feed me baby food right now, I will drop a D in the green room.
You know, if she wants to date a Trump, she should just date Eric Trump because she could completely dominate him. Beat the crap out of him, make him do whatever she wants. Wouldn't matter. And she would still be at least partially in there with the Trump fortune.
Eric Trump looks just like Butthead from Beavis and Butthead.
More so than Luke Bryan.
Oh, yes. That's a good one, too.
Luke Bryan is a dog, but he is butthead.
Cassidy, it was about who is going to be the next person to date Amber Heard.
Yeah.
There's a number of people, whenever you talk about it, the hot crazy scale, sliding scale, is a real thing.
Yes.
Because you have to be crazy to not put up with her. But, I mean, obviously, she just was completely nuts.
Yeah, she was off the deep end.
Way off the deep end.
Who
And
takes
it's
a
not that-
dump in their own bed?
Yeah.
I mean, my God.
And it's not that Johnny Depp was the most stable person in the world either, but
Right.
man, she was way off the deep end.
Yeah.
The benefit of her going off the deep end and actually losing a defamation suit is we might get one more Captain Jack Sparrow movie, and I'm happy. I'm here for that.
She also lost a defecation suit too. See what I did there?
Oh, God.
Good job.
And the Celtics are taking an Amber Heard all over the Warriors right now too. By the way.
Oh, really?
Is that a good or a bad thing for the Celtics?
I'm not sure. I'll get back to you on that. So, SEC football show. We got to get back on the rails a little bit.
Yes.
Steve, I saw your tweet earlier about the Ole Miss preseason all-conference list, and remind us the story. I think I know the story. I can't remember the exact details. They're a little fuzzy, but explain yourself.
Okay. Whenever you look at the SEC, first team All SEC, Nick Broker made first team All SEC preseason. He's going to be a 4-year starter. But whenever he got recruited, ESPN and 24/7 had him as number 1 or number 2 in the state in Illinois, and Rivals had him at like number 24. So I love Josh Himholt. He's a great dude. I had fun when I worked with him at Rivals, but I called him out on it pretty much immediately. It's like, why would you put this guy here? I looked at his film. I saw where other people have him. Why do you have him here? And his answer was, well, because I because I say so. It was a typical mama thing, just because I say so. And I was like, well, I mean, you're wrong. This guy's going to make you look foolish. But Rivals rated him as a 5.5 3-star, right below, right above a 2-star. And he ended up being a 4-year starter and an All SEC player. And it's one of those things, like I said in that tweet, I just like being right.
Yes, you do. Poor Josh Himholt. He's not working at Rivals anymore. The new Midwest guy is Clint Cosgrove, who, if you want to check out his work, he does a segment on Badger Blitz with my man Matt Perkins. So,
okay,
Badger Blitz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you wouldn't know about that because they're not SEC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have speaking
Badgers.
of Badgers.
Badgers.
Yeah, they're jumping around, and they so they did a little poaching of their own behind the scenes. They went and grabbed Baylor's social media team and film crew, and brought them up to Madison. So they upped their social media game, which they needed desperately. So.
Okay.
Well, all right.
Wisconsin did, or your Bleav people did?
Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
The Wisconsin football team. No, the Bleav in Wisconsin crew, Matt Perkins and the Hebrew Hammer, Maddie Bernstein. They, I think they have some big things in the works with the university athletic department. So
that's cool.
Yeah, for people that are watching this show, my show, Locked On Ole Miss Podcast, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, in which we are 96% of the way there, we will be doing post-game live, and Corey's going to come on post-game live sometime whenever it doesn't conflict with the Georgia game. And
look at that.
Or we might just have post-game live where we just have a watch-along.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to do some unique things if we hit 1,000 subscribers. So go to the Locked On Ole Miss page and subscribe now.
Hey, Locked On Ole Miss people, if you send some of the Georgia people our way and my way, and to the highway, you can you'll definitely see me even more frequently.
Yeah,
get me up to 1,000 too. Locked On Ole Miss people, and you can watch this show on my channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm going to do more history videos like we did with Georgia Tech, because I got probably 50 subscribers off of that video. And like I said, it's still going. We have one coming up in the next couple of weeks. It's why the Arkansas game matters. So we're going to talk about the history of the Arkansas series against Ole Miss, and
I want to do one about the Deep South's oldest rivalry too.
Yeah, we can do something like that, and
deep dive more into Georgia Tech Bama.
Yeah, Yeah, there was apparently a cheap shot from the Bama people on a Georgia Tech player that was part of the breakup between Bear Bryant and Bobby Dodd.
Yeah.
That mentioned that a couple of times.
Who got the kids in the breakup?
Bear Bryant did, and the national titles.
Touche. So SEC football. What else are we going to talk about? I think there's a lot of preseason things that we can do.
Okay, this is what I want to talk about with SEC
right,
football.
let's
Paul Feinbaum right now is pushing this 1-7 scheduling format to where you have one permanent rival and 7 rotating rivals.
Did he not listen to our show?
Yeah,
He apparently don't.
and it is so fake because there's no way the Tennessee-Alabama game and the Auburn-Alabama game is not going to happen every year. So
Right.
the 1-7 scheduling format is just performative nonsense to make it look like this is not already decided, because it's going to be the 3-6 thing. So maybe it's to make Vandy and Mississippi State feel good, but it's going to be the 3-6. I was about to say the 3-6 Mafia.
I'm down with that too.
Yeah.
It's going to be
in a bunch of ways.
yeah. It's going to be the 3-6 scheduling format. I mean, we just need to accept it, get used to it, and start talking about it.
Did Feinbaum say what all the games were that he would have picked as your one?
No, he didn't. It was one of those things where he did talk radio and he just posed the question out there. And people are going to get upset by that question because they obviously think Tennessee, Alabama is going to go away in that situation, because Auburn, Alabama is not. Ole Miss and LSU is going away in that situation.
I guess we
Georgia and
Vandy.
Auburn is going away in that situation.
I mean, you just get it every other year, and I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like
It
that.
just doesn't hit the same. I mean,
It don't.
I guess. I mean, I could get used to it. I don't know. I don't prefer it, but I don't know. Like the 6-3 thing has so many more intriguing matchups, and you still get the benefit of playing every team in the conference twice in a 4-year cycle.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Unlike now, like Texas A&M and Georgia, I don't think Georgia has ever gone to Kyle Field.
I don't think they have either.
they haven't.
Yeah. No.
They have
And
not.
that's how they absolutely bungled the scheduling whenever Texas A&M and Missouri came in, and the proof is the way that they did it there and the way the scheduling set up. They got so, I guess, unprepared, taken aback, and they just kind of band-aided it. It was like Missouri in the East, okay. And just because they obviously didn't plan what was going on. In '92, Ole Miss lost Georgia and Ole Miss lost Tennessee. But it was planned. It was a decent transition. They got, they picked up a conference game with Arkansas, which Ole Miss was playing every year anyway. And, we got to keep Vanderbilt, and so I'm happy about that. But we lost Tennessee and Georgia. And for Ole Miss, those were fun games. Those are games we look forward to. We liked going to Athens,
and now you get them back.
Every other year. Yeah, every other year.
Which in a lot of these like secondary and once in a blue moon rivalries, that's good. Like Georgia Alabama every other year is good.
Yeah.
Ole Miss Georgia every other year. Georgia Arkansas every other year. Like it's fun playing Arkansas. I feel like we play Arkansas all the time, but it's fun. It's fun to play Arkansas. I like playing them. They're always tough, no matter how bad they are. They're always a tough out.
And now every other year, Georgia Texas, Georgia Oklahoma,
Georgia
Alabama
LSU,
Texas.
like,
Yeah,
Georgia LSU. Like we played them frequently in the early and mid 2000s because that's who was winning the West at the time, and Georgia won the East a whole bunch. So we matched up against them in 3 SEC championship games. So and then we played them, the regular season in each of those years too. And then we played them. Then they rotated back on our schedule in 13 and 14, which the 13 LSU game was incredible. It was down to the wire shootout. I think it was like a 45-42 game where like Georgia had to make a sack at the end of the game to stop. It was OBJ and Jarvis Landry on the same team. Like it was insane. Like you get those games more frequently. Like Georgia and LSU aren't rivals.
No.
So it doesn't matter if you get them every other year, but it's always a fun game. And you're gonna get higher quality games. Fans want higher quality games. With the 9-game schedule, you're gonna get that. You're gonna preserve your rivalries, and you're gonna get more quality football. And then, you have a P5 opponent out of conference. You have your FCS opponent, and maybe one other group of 5 game. Like you play one of each level, or you go 2 P5 games, whatever you want to do with that. But you do,
Yeah,
it just takes away one of the G5 games, which is fine.
Yeah. The one thing that's happened is the FCS game is going nowhere. So anybody that says anything about the FCS game,
it shouldn't. I don't think it should. I think I know it's boring football, but I just don't think it should go away. I think it's good for those programs because they make their budget.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's good for those games.
Yeah, Central Arkansas Bears coming to Oxford this year.
Yeah, I'm trying.
We got Austin Peay this year.
Austin Peay's a fun school. They go really, really fast.
Yeah, that's gonna be. I'm ready to see that,
especially under Scotty Walden.
Yeah.
Georgia gets, who do we get?
We get Utah State, ULM, and Vandy. Oh, never mind. Vandy's in the ACC. My bad.
We get East. Oh no, that was canceled. Let's see. Why is our schedule not pulling up?
I think we have UT Martin.
I think you're right. At least you ain't got Chattanooga.
We get Samford.
Okay.
Okay.
We get Samford. So here's our out of conference. We get Oregon, Samford,
It's a tough one.
Kent State, and Georgia Tech. So we would theoretically lose Kent State for another conference game. I don't think anybody's boo-hooing about that.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll say we'd lose Ball State or Akron. I wouldn't worry about either one. So.
I mean, if you want to be the best and play in the best league, you've got to play the best. You got to do it. I mean, it happens. Like you're in the SEC, put your big boy pants on, recruit, and let's go.
Yeah.
Screw the Meineke Car Care Bowl. So what?
Mm-hmm.
If you go 5-7 instead of 6-6 because you lost Akron for Mississippi State, who gives a shit?
Right.
Okay. 2025. So Texas and Oklahoma, let's say they come in 2025, right?
Right.
This is what Ole Miss's schedule is. One of these teams is going to go away, and it's not the FCS team. But they play at USC, Wake Forest,
All right.
Tulane, and the Citadel.
Goodbye, Tulane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Tulane being down there, I mean, that's a more fun game for Ole Miss, I think.
Yeah. I think that might be, with USC on the schedule, that might be bye-bye Wake Forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun – I mean, the way they're playing right now, that's a fun game too.
Yeah.
They're good.
Our schedule in 2025, Jesus Christ.
They already got the schedules out that far. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the non-conference, now the conference games doesn't really matter because they're going to change.
Well, yeah, that's true.
2026. Charlotte. At Charlotte, by the way. We're going to Charlotte. So that's probably going away. The Georgia State Panthers, the USC Trojans, and the Eastern Kentucky Colonels.
Bye-bye, Georgia State. All right. You ready for Georgia's 2025?
Okay.
UCLA. At UCLA. Austin Peay.
When is that, actually?
What?
Is that the opener?
Yeah.
So on August 30th?
Yeah.
So at the same time, Ole Miss is at USC, Georgia is at UCLA.
Wow.
That's fun.
That is fun. We're about to get a whole lot of Southern culture out there.
Yeah.
Austin P, Charlotte, and Georgia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Tennessee does not have their schedule out that far. We actually have, in 2024, we get Oklahoma, which is interesting. I wonder if they move to the SEC. I guess that'll change. I mean, we'll still get them. But.
Jeb,
2026.
go to fbsschedules.com.
That's where I am.
Okay.
We just don't have as many. Our 2025, we've only got 2 out-of-conference opponents set. And that's Syracuse and UAB. So
We've got UCLA at home, Western Kentucky, we're at Louisville, and, of course, Georgia Tech.
In 2025, we go to Florida State, we got ULM, and Wisconsin. So we'll probably get rid of
2026, the jokes write themselves. Tennessee at the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we do have Nebraska in 26, 27.
We play at Florida State in 27.
There's actually some fun future games.
Yeah.
We only got 2 set in 27, which is FSU and Louisville.
See, we only have Nebraska. So
Louisville.
apparently Tennessee's not been scheduling as hard.
So this one is no longer an out of conference. We go at Texas, which that'll change.
Yeah.
FAMU in 28, and so we're gonna get the Tallahassee City Championship in 2028.
And in 2027,
FAMU and FSU.
In 2027, the 2 out of conference opponents we got so far is West Virginia and Ohio State.
Oh, nice.
29, we got at Clemson, and obviously Texas. That'll change because that'll be a conference game.
Mm-hmm.
Clemson, North Carolina, A&T. How the hell do we schedule them that far out? Hey, North Carolina, A&T, you want to play in 2030? We play Ohio State that year too in 30.
28, we have Ohio State and Oklahoma State.
Man, we ain't screwing around in 2030. Wow. Clemson, Ohio State, Georgia Tech.
Good grief!
Yeah.
Wow.
2030, we're at Oregon State. We got a Research Stadium.
Well, this one will be a conference game now too. 2031, we're at Ohio State, Western Carolina, and Oklahoma.
Okay.
Georgia Tech.
2030, we go to Georgia Tech and Notre Dame.
Okay. There it is. 2028, Alcorn State comes to Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Oh, wow.
NC State coming in 2033. That's good. That's cool. That's a cool opponent.
We've already got Virginia Tech scheduled for 2035.
Good Lord.
We do too that. Yeah, it's some kind of crazy thing. We go to Lane Stadium in 2034 or something like that.
we got Tech. That's the only thing we got from 2035 on is Tech, which will be a conference game by then. So yeah. We ain't scared. I'll tell you that.
That's some good football coming up, guys, in the future.
You win one national championship, and all of a sudden Georgia is like, okay, come on, everybody.
I think we let Bobby Bowden set our schedules before he passed. Like you know how he was in the 80s. We'll play anybody, anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
Whoever's scheduling Georgia Tech schedules definitely doing that.
I don't know who.
They need it. They need a schedule like an FCS opponent. Their bank account is tapped.
I don't know who who the commenter was. It said, I deleted a girl doing squats for $1 to follow you for, so this better be worth it.
What? I don't know what that means, but I like it.
That's from Twitch.
Yeah.
You can pay people on Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I've seen that on TikTok.
I think they saw our off the rail segment. So,
just wait. We're about there.
No, Tennessee's not been scheduling this far out. We must be with all the change in staff and stuff constantly. We just haven't had a chance to.
You've had like 6 athletic directors in the last 3 months. So.
Yeah,
and 6 coaches in the last 6 years.
You've probably had games scheduled, and then the guy who tried to hire Mike Leach got fired, and they deleted all his games.
Yeah.
What about the guy who tried to hire John Gruden?
Well, they were going to hire John Gruden like 6 times. They could probably get him now.
He wanted to come.
He's available. Mm-hmm. Just don't let him get on email.
Just like don't give Mike Price a credit card.
Oh God, Nelly is performing at halftime of the Celtics game. By the way,
I'm glad I'm not watching it.
He's got a Celtics jersey. He's all Celtic pride.
Isn't he from
St.
Georgia?
Louis. No, he's from St. Louis.
Oh.
Nelly, St. Lunatics.
Yeah.
Dang. I love how Jeb and Corey just like went right on to you, Steve. It's
Yeah,
like,
seriously. It's like,
oh my God. Okay.
Oh, dumbass.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the one highlight that you randomly watch?
The one highlight I randomly watched.
Yeah, just every now and then you cut it on. And I watch one that's not even an Ole Miss highlight, but I watch
Music City Miracle. Sorry.
I watch the kick six over and over again just for Auburn's going to win the football game.
Oh my God. I hated that game.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I see it because some dude posted it like just about every day on Twitter. The Keely Ringo pick six, but I will say the one highlight I watch is not even football. It's the Jorge Soler home run in Game 6 of the World
Oh
Series.
yes.
That still hasn't landed yet.
No. No,
It
it's
was
still up in the.
It was solar power. It was solar power.
Soler power, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I could watch the highlight package of that Ole Miss Arkansas game on repeat. That was a fun game.
That was a fun game. That
She's
was,
like,
wow.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I just like to repeat the hand of God coming down and slapping a ball out of the Arkansas quarterback's hands. 1998 was a magical season.
Mm-hmm. It was.
You would think
Hashtag 98.
You would think I would watch the Immaculate Deflection, but I don't.
Yeah.
So Steve's already answered this one. What's your favorite non-Tennessee college football highlight? Jeb.
I don't know. You know, I'm having trouble thinking of one right now.
Auburn's going to win the football game.
Watching Jalen Waddle return kickoffs.
Good grief.
Just select one of them.
He was a creative player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that LSU game, even though we lost, I mean, they about ripped his head off on that return, and he took it to the house. I mean, good night.
I don't know. I still remember some highlights of Patrick Willis just disappearing from one spot and appearing in another one and knocking a guy's head off.
Yeah.
He'd like to do that.
Oh, speaking of knocking heads off, I still go back and watch Clowney's hit against Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
God.
great one. That's
That
a
was
great
good.
one.
Yes.
Good God. I mean, he I don't know where he come from.
Yeah.
But what was the best part was after the initial hit, that running back was like, oh, and trying to grab for the ball, just slow motion.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
He's probably saying grab the one in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope
Man.
whoever was the offensive lineman was a senior.
Oh. No, yeah.
Because if you walked into that film session after letting Clowney just absolutely destroy your running back.
Oh my gosh.
And not even touch him.
Yeah.
Fun fact, when Ole Miss played Vanderbilt in 2006, Dexter McCluster was returning kickoffs at that point.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I remember him.
And
There's a name.
Yeah. And they kicked off to Dexter McCluster, and he returned it. And a guy missed a block, and Dexter McCluster literally almost died on the field. He got hit so hard. The point of this is the meeting the Monday after that game, paint was coming off the walls. The poor guy that was on that kickoff return, I don't think he played another snap for Ole Miss football and ended up transferring away.
Oh man.
Wow.
But yeah, Dex, just a super nice guy, but that was not a good situation, and he did not return kickoffs after that. But Vanderbilt, you think about Vanderbilt, really? Yeah, Vanderbilt almost killed him.
Well, he was probably running 88 miles an hour when he hit the guy. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
the defender just standing his ground was enough to probably about kill him.
I'll tell you another big hit that I go back and watch from time to time is that one in Reggie Bush when he was in New Orleans. It's like a little screen pass to, and the corner just absolutely obliterated him.
God, for
Eagle guy.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh.
What about Ray Lewis's hit on Dustin Keller?
That was another
Jets.
one. Yeah.
Ray
Just
Lewis.
crumpled him.
Ray Lewis was scary.
Patrick Willis on the opening kickoff of the Alabama game in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
And now, if we were talking about highlights from outside of SEC football, I love just watching Derrick Henry just throwing people.
Oh, just a stiff arm.
I go and watch those all the time, just compilations of him just tossing people away.
Yeah.
So running up, he just grabs them and throws them down and goes over.
Do yourself a favor, and Jake, you're probably going to cringe on this one, but Thomas Davis ran through the entire Alabama quarterback depth chart in 2003 by himself.
Yep.
Killed every single one of them.
Yep.
And then one guy respawned and then he killed him again.
Yeah.
Thomas Davis, Kendrick Lewis, who played in the NFL. He got drafted and played for the Kansas City Chiefs several years. His first game as a starter was against Georgia, and Thomas Davis, he almost broke that guy.
Dang.
Thomas Davis almost broke a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then Greg Blue was like everything Thomas Davis was, except he wasn't as good in coverage. Thomas Davis was a freaking baller.
Mm-hmm.
He could cover and he could kill you. Greg Blue could just kill you, but he couldn't cover.
I'm thinking of the wrong person, not Thomas Davis. Who was the running back for Georgia that had a similar sounding name?
Thomas Brown?
Yeah, Thomas Brown's the one that.
Yeah.
Thomas Brown is like 5'8", 185 pounds and runs like he's Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
And is successful at it. That dude is a freaking miniature ball of just badass. He's the running backs coach for the Rams now.
Yeah, he's a rolling ball of butcher knives.
Yeah.
You just
that's what he is.
He's fast and he'll hit you with a damn stiff arm. And he played like 6 years in the league, something like that.
Mm-hmm. One more highlight that I go back time to time and watch because I'm trying to figure it out because I still don't know to this day how it happened, but the butt fumble. I'm like, how does that happen?
I don't know, but it was hilarious.
It was, but my gosh, I mean, I still don't know how it happened this day. It's insane.
God, not falling before, and these kind of felt like they were going in slow motion.
Yeah,
you just see everything having to run. You got to wonder what was going through his mind just to see slow motion his way into that guy's. This is going to be on every ESPN forever.
Oh yeah, it would. It was in the
just hilarious.
It was like, fuck my life.
Yes.
I think it won the not top 10. It was the number one in the not top 10 for like a year before somebody finally dethroned it.
It probably still is.
Might be.
I missed that segment. That's a great segment.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I watched those highlights.
Let's get off the rails and
All right.
let Jake have the floor.
Yeah, we got to have this guy. He was watching girls doing squats, which thank you for coming over.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So do y'all want?
We're not 4 hot girls doing squats, just so you know.
So I got 2. So y'all want me to go with the one that we promoted first, or go to the other one, then get to the one?
Let's go ahead and start with the sex robots, and then we'll go from there.
Well, you just said it, the sex robots. Okay, so there was a Twitter video that come out over a couple of days ago. I think it was Monday. Apparently, sex robots are fixing to be a thing, and they're going to have intelligence. They're going to talk, and they're going to do everything like a human does whenever you're doing the deed. They're going to moan, scream, all that.
You said it was on Twitter?
Yeah. If you was in our chat, you would see it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But this guy, his name is Matt McMullen. He's the founder of Real Doll, and he says he's already sold 6 of them.
Damn.
But I mean, apparently they're like all over in Europe and all that. They're big over there. These sex robots they operate entire brothels in Europe and Asia. I mean,
Of sex robots?
Yeah.
Can you even call that a brothel? It
No,
sounds like a toy store or something. I don't
It's a
know.
robo brothel.
Right. Yeah.
A really gross Toys R Us for adults. I don't know.
Yeah.
What happens when they become sentient and take over the world?
That's a lot of the cons that people was worried about, And somebody's like, what if you're doing the deed and the thing malfunctions? I mean, you still going to have your stuff down there? I mean,
If you have a pacemaker and it electrifies you,
Well, I don't think it's an ATM.
well, I mean,
I just don't want that brought up at a funeral.
Withdrawal.
right, yeah.
Here's how he passed away.
Obituary. Here, we remember Jeb, who lost his life having sex with a robot.
Yeah, that would. I would be like, do not put that in the paper.
Yeah, no.
Can you imagine being a first responder and walking up on that scene?
Oh my gosh!
And if you have a sex robot, you have to name it. Would it be
Right.
something like a stripper name? Would it be like a Tiffany with an eye type situation?
The first one that's made now, its name, her name. I don't know how we want to describe this name, but the name is Harmony.
So stripper name, got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you said first one, so I thought you said there were brothels. Or are the brothels just the real dolls?
Well, the one over here that this Mark McCullen guy.
Oh,
has
okay. The first one is his. Okay.
made. Right. So
It actually talks to you and
yeah, you had to use the Android app to talk to it and all that. So I mean,
it's,
it's
You're gonna have sex dolls telling you, no, not tonight. I have a headache. What?
yeah.
Got to do the laundry.
Yeah, go do the laundry, go cook my supper.
Not until you take the garbage out.
Right, yeah.
does it get mean sometimes? Like, is it in yet?
Yeah.
Oh baby, that was great. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, like what a disappointment. I'm taking half of your life earnings and leaving.
I guess one of the benefits of this whole thing.
Short circuit.
I guess one of the benefits of this whole thing is you don't have to worry about if the orgasm's being faked because that's all she can do.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna be fake. So
Yeah, that's true.
God.
Yeah, so,
This is terrible.
yeah. I mean, it's crazy.
Oh boy.
It just seems like so much work. I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just lazy.
Two headlines that caught my eye about these that people have said about them. One headline says, "Real dolls that sex bots are ready to take you to bed."
Okay.
And the other one is from Gizmodo headline. I guess that's over in Asia, Europe. One guy suggested that sex robots may literally fuck us to death.
I just don't understand science. Okay, you're spending all this time trying to make them be able to talk and stuff. You'd be a lot better off making sex robots that can make sandwiches. Boom. I bet you that'd sell a lot better.
How about just make a robot that would clean my house while I'm gone, while we're going to work or something?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Roomba.
She can do the floors. Yeah, basically a Roomba.
The other
A
thing
Roomba
about
that
it,
you could have sex with.
yeah.
There you go. Now you're talking.
That's all you need.
The other thing about it is right now they only have a 2-hour charge. Well, who in the hell is having sex for 2 hours?
Yeah, not with a robot.
Right.
But I don't have to worry about pleasing it.
So
We're 45 seconds in. Boom.
Who's the perfect person doing foreplay with a sex robot? Who's that guy?
right, yeah. I mean,
The same guy that's probably watching girls do squats for $1.
and
No,
Corey,
he's a G. I love him. Just that's a joke, man. I love
and Corey, I told the guys before we started, before you got on, one of the cons that people have said about these things was they get sticky over, after a few times. I mean, they got to have something to clean them with. I mean,
I gotta say, yeah. Can you not clean them? Are they saying like it's impossible to keep them clean, or are they
Is
saying
it
people don't do it?
safe to get in the shower with these things?
well, there are some apparently that one of the questions that they ask you before you buy one, do you want to take baths with it? So,
Wow. So
I
they gotta,
don't know.
extra waterproof it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never put electricity in water before. You know how that goes. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, throw a toaster in a bath with somebody in it, see what happens. So I mean,
No, don't do that.
don't do that. But yeah,
But when you do that, make sure they eat Tide Pods first as an appetizer.
yeah.
Just makes the headlines of your death even
It's like,
worse.
what the hell is going on with our world?
Did he die having sex with it? No, he tried to take a bath with it.
We have $6. We have $6, gas right now, and we have all this going on. We have a war over in Ukraine. We don't even, like Steven said before the show, we don't even have a cure for cancer yet. But yet we're making these sex robots.
We do. They just haven't unleashed it yet.
Yeah.
Now we have a sex robot that can also be disappointed in you.
You have to have
verbally.
sex with the robot to cure the cancer. That's
Yeah. I mean,
the last step.
Also, do you want to hear my conspiracy theory
go ahead.
Oh yeah.
that's going right now?
Get
Gas
that
is so
tinfoil hat.
gas is so high because of the Live Golf Tour.
Oh, that's a good. That's a very.
Yeah.
That's.
That's
a
the
good
release.
one.
Yeah.
I asked somebody today. I said, somebody said gas is so high. I said, explain how high is it? Has it been in between Snoop Dogg and Willie Nelson? Is it right in there? So.
It's definitely not Willie Nelson yet.
Yeah,
but
it's not that high yet, but
We're approaching
over
Snoop
in Europe.
Dogg.
Yeah.
Rumor is the Live Golf Tour made like $100 million offer to Tiger Woods.
Oh, good Lord, really?
Tiger's
They're throwing
really,
stupid money around.
well,
Tiger's
they already
really-
got Dustin Johnson.
Tiger's like, I made that in 2 events on the PGA.
Back in his
Double
day.
That's what he probably said. Tiger's like, cuz
wow.
I can make $100 million just sitting on my ass thanks to Nike.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
I don't watch golf anyway, so it's not going to matter
Well,
what's going on either way.
The three biggest assholes went over to the Live Tour: Phil Mickelson, Bryson DeChambeau, and Patrick Reed.
And Dustin Johnson just went over there too.
I don't think he's an asshole.
No, he's not. But I'm just saying he went over there as well.
I'm glad we could help pay for that.
Yep.
Hey, somebody's offering to get us some free viewers.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Is
Can we
that,
get us some paid viewers instead?
Yeah, for real. It's Polar Knight said, if you was giving that girl $1, give us $1 for that segment.
There you go.
I think
Same
that
difference?
was much more. Yeah.
Jake will do some squats.
I would not do any squats because I hadn't done squats since I was like in 10th grade.
Jake and the sex robot will do some squats.
No, I'm not getting one. Jeb, you're the single guy here. You go for it.
I'll do my best.
Yeah.
Let us know the pros and cons of it.
I got to go.
Yeah, do some research for us.
Yeah.
Got to stop typing these things into my browser on this computer. I swear. Computer's going to stop working soon.
Yeah,
Georgia all whites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Oh, I was like, do not Google that. Good Lord.
Yeah.
That was
Jeff's like, my
Wrong
browser
path.
history is just destroyed.
Yeah. Oh man, that's not good. But the other thing I had, for some reason I get thought these.
Jeb, that knock at your door is the FBI.
Yeah. Yeah.
part of the incel army
Female
now,
body inspector. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, what's that?
In my mail, my personal account, I get these like little snippets of like world news and stuff. And this one don't really say where it happened at. I'm assuming.
It's from theonion.com.
It is actually here in Minneapolis, USA, on May 14th. But a couple unknowingly live streamed their steamy X session via Zoom to a synagogue for 45 minutes as people watched.
Wow. And I like the people in the synagogue just watched.
it's like, well,
This is what I come to church for.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
wait.
Church.
They were watching for the second coming.
Right. Yeah, there you go. Somebody said that watched it said he was just laying in bed, he whipped it out, and she started going to work.
Good for him.
Although, but again, 45 minutes. I mean, you had to be some,
How do you accidentally Zoom a synagogue?
I don't know how that happened. That's
accidentally.
right.
I have trouble on purpose
Unknowingly.
assuming people at work.
Yeah.
Unknowingly. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's just wild. That's my mom. What is wrong with your lights? I don't know what's wrong. My lights are fine, I reckon. I put like a 60 watt in there, so like a 20 watt, and it actually works now. But it's a little bit brighter. But
And what is a sex robot? Well, if you rewind Jake's mom, you'll find all about it. Apparently, you can take a bath with it. Huh? Weird. So, do they have male and female robots just for the lady friends?
the males are in development apparently.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the guy who's creating these, he said within the next 50 years, he feels like everybody will be having sex with these robots. Within the next 50 years.
He's calling for the extinction of the human race.
Pretty much.
Yeah, no, they did a Futurama episode of that, and that's why robots were banned in the future. Well,
Right.
robots that look like people, because apparently humanity was almost destroyed by guys just staying in their bedroom all day having sex with robots that look like famous people.
I mean,
Just refused to come out, so they had to go ban them all.
what is that movie back in the early 2000s, I think, about an AI they had to destroy because it was pretty much taking over the world?
It's called AI.
The Terminator?
It was
Yeah.
that one, but no, it was
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Yes, Will Smith one. Yeah.
It was I think it was called AI.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've got to do something about this because
Cindy will rewind.
my mom's dirty like that. She will, trust me. I'll probably go over there in a few weeks and they'll probably have one.
We special ordered for
Well,
you, Jake.
No,
really is.
no, she got for her.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like I'm not a dad. Yeah.
No. Jeb said he's gonna have a robot baby, so there you go. You know.
Do they
Okay.
do they come out of the robot womb doing the robot?
Yeah.
It does say it can turn you down if it's not in the mood. Oh my
Are
god!
you serious? Oh my god!
You could cuddle up to your cyber sex goddess only to receive the automated response saying she has a headache tonight. Oh my god! Can you reset her or
Oh, yeah.
what the?
I'm done.
Steve, I thought you were joking, but no, it literally says that in
Oh
the
my
article.
gosh!
Why? Why would you? That's just taking for. Have you ever seen Lars and the Real Girl? I assume it has to be that kind of situation where somebody really. This is like the only meaningful connection they can make, so they're trying to treat her like a real human being. I don't understand that at all.
The 30 Rock thing where he was in love with the
State is
body
coming
pillow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh,
So just imagine, some guy gets in a fight with his wife, and he's like, I'm just going to take the sex robot to a hotel, and you get to the hotel, and she's like, I'm not in the mood. I got a headache.
No, I'm good.
I'm like, man, that dude's getting dejected.
Really, that could actually lead to some shootings right there. We already have enough problems with that in America.
Right.
We do not need
Yeah.
sex robots being part of the reason.
No. My gosh, what are we doing as a country?
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
that's amazing.
Oh, my
Sorry.
All right, Jeb, you made my night.
Lord. Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's the funniest thing I've read all night.
Yeah,
Oh
that's-
my gosh.
I can't believe those jokes are actually real. It's
Oh my gosh. What
Steve
are we
even
doing?
said, "I have a headache," and that's exactly what it says in the article.
Steve is
Terrible.
reading the article.
It might have been.
Make sure you delete your browser history, Jeff.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you in a private browser?
I said no, and I can't turn on my
incog-
VPN because it messes up.
Are you
Our stream.
incognito?
No, and now if you look at my browser, it is going to be like racism and sex robots. They're never going to believe me if I get framed for some kind of killing spree.
It was Jeb Beechum. We knew it
Yeah.
all along.
It's
Look,
Jeff.
he's looking at Georgia All Whites and sex robots.
Yeah.
I swear, I was looking up the uniform combination. I promise
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Well,
that's
explain the sex robots, Jeff. Well,
So,
I'm tired of being lonely at night. Come on now. Hell.
I wasn't gonna, let it say no, like some loser.
Right. Reset. I'm going to reset and say
Score.
no.
Just
So do you think? I think Beavis and Butthead would have been a lot more boring of a show if they had sex robots.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they would score more often.
Oh yeah, because they always got dejected.
See,
Kinda
you
like
just
Johnny
wouldn't leave their
Bravo.
room.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You'd never leave your room.
Yeah,
You could just have sex all day.
we don't have enough people in the workforce right now. We definitely don't need these getting out there.
It's a nice thing about working from home, though. Ooh, you'd never know what
Well.
I was doing. No, I can't afford one. Can't afford one.
Someone would get on a Zoom call.
Oh yeah. Hey, give me 5, guys. You know.
Let's take a
Actually-
5-minute break, and they
actually,
don't
just a
mute
minute.
or yeah. I literally need 90 seconds.
Yeah.
I
They
need
come right back. She said no.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Never mind.
headache. Something about a headache.
Yeah. What did,
Or
what did
they
she
don't
say?
unmute. They don't mute or
Oh,
or
gosh.
hide their camera, and you just see it's at a work meeting. You just see them going to work.
Oh, just wait until they can walk. They'll probably get right up in there. What are you doing, honey? You know, like get off the freaking camera. You know.
Gonna have to end up calling tech support. Yeah, my robot just took off in my car. I'm gonna need you to do something about this.
Yeah.
I did not
Is
give
there
her
a
the
kill
keys.
switch, or is there something?
Yeah.
Oh,
So if you hit
Yeah.
the kill switch, is that considered murder at this point?
at some point it's gonna be, or that's gonna be what pisses it off enough to start taking over the world.
Yeah.
It's just
One of the big issues with this though is they're making some with kids too. So, you know, there's a lot of people fighting back on that, having these robots that, you know.
yeah. I remember that
I'm
being a
like-
fight with, not that I was paying attention, but it was sex dolls with, and then people trying to make some that looked young,
Yeah.
and you had to be
that's-
real careful with that because
Yeah.
you got too young, and of course it was going to cause big controversy,
Absolutely.
as it should.
Right. So that's, you know,
I
don't
think
think
if
they
you get
need
a
to
sex robot, it should be firmly at 45 years old. That's good.
Yeah.
I was going to say more like 25, but okay, yeah. that's-
And you can make celebrity ones, so and dead celebrities, so you know
That's just crazy.
It is.
Yeah.
Marilyn Monroe's sex robot, huh?
That's what Jeb
That's-
said.
Well, yeah, I ran into a Marilyn Monroe lookalike at a Universal once and thought, man, I'd love to have a sex robot of this woman. And now maybe. Who
Yeah,
knows?
I know. That's
It's like Back to the Future.
yeah. Yeah.
You have to use your hands like a baby toy.
Yeah.
Uh,
But so the it can only talk right now and just paraphrase a little, you know, a couple of things, but they're trying to make it where it will respond to touch. So that's the next step apparently.
Okay.
It slapped the shit out of you.
Yeah, I said no. You know,
I got a fucking headache.
yeah,
What are you? Not while you're drinking. Not while you're drinking.
It throws stuff. It starts throwing stuff at you now.
I think that's the Amber Heard model. I went all the way around.
yeah.
Full circle.
Imagine somebody wanted one of those. Good lord.
Gosh,
I
just
just
don't
wanna
leave it in
say
the
what-
bed.
Yeah, I just want to see what Johnny Depp went through. No, you probably don't.
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I doubt that.
Yeah. So it's
I
wild,
doubt
boys.
that.
It's wild.
Yes. So, all right. What's segment number 2 here?
Yeah.
What's off the rails number 2, Jake?
Shoot,
How you gonna
Yeah.
top that one?
you can't. I'm not.
Cash,
never know,
can't
you might
afford
like it.
so it's okay.
I'm not. Trust me. I like the human better.
That's a good one, Jay.
Nice.
Mm.
Yes, nice.
Oh,
like the
Steph
human
Curry
better.
just sprained his ankle on Al Horford's foot.
Oh, that's what
Oh. Yep.
derailed the Grizzlies.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well.
What's the score right now?
It is. I'm waiting for him to flash it back up.
Uh-huh.
82-76 now, Boston.
Oh, so the Warriors have closed it back a little bit,
Yeah, they were up like 20 at halftime.
and they're at Boston tonight, I think, right?
Boston, who tried to raise the goals on Golden State and have them at 10-2. I mean, like it matters, but
Right.
Just imagine what the hit your self-esteem would take if a robot said no.
Oh.
Well, and I just got curious now, so I'm starting to go down a rabbit hole too.
And if you proceed, is that rape?
Well, and if you paid that much for it, I'm looking at these. Okay, so these real dolls are like $5,000-$6,000. How much you think one of these sex robots is going to be? If you paid that much money for one of these things, and then it said no, yeah, no, that's crazy. Okay,
But get my money back.
yeah,
heck yeah.
I mean, but no, don't worry, Cass. You have nothing to worry about. I know. I like living right now.
But Cass, you haven't said anything about us sending him one.
If I get one at the front door tomorrow, I'm gonna be like, it's them.
Hey, you wanted it, right?
No.
Merry Christmas.
No.
Let's see. Ekamukube is going to send you one. You
Yeah.
said you wanted more followers. You said you wanted to be more popular. So you said yes, so he's going to send you a real sex doll.
No.
Or a sex robot.
No. No.
Or the polar
good.
bear guy down there that is probably back watching videos of girls doing squats now.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. I will hurt you too. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, she definitely will.
Yeah. No. We
She'll go mama bear on us.
I think she was talking about me and the sex doll if I ever got one.
Oh, she hurt the both of you?
Yeah.
What's she gonna do? Unplug it?
I mean, but I mean, if it goes 2 hours, that's enough to make a sandwich, do laundry, clean the house.
exactly. Then charge up before bedtime.
Right.
Oh, okay. You can get some cheap ones for around $2,000, but still, that's just way too much money.
Yeah. I mean, or to say no. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't,
Mm.
I don't know who thought.
No.
You know what would make a sex doll better? Sentience. Making its own decisions.
No, Corey, you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
It running off of my neighbor or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
You come home, that thing's over
let's
at your
say
neighbors.
you have
Like,
You know what this $5,000 masturbatory aid is good for? I think it should be able to say no. It should be like a magic 8-ball.
That's
It's
what
like,
we need
hey,
from it. Yeah.
do I feel lucky tonight? You know.
No.
There was shaking is what it says. Yeah.
Shake it and look underneath.
God.
Do you dress it up? Like what do you do?
I mean, I guess you could. I mean, I don't know. Oh. What
those
about
that wanna
me?
Have a threesome with their wife and Jake. Uh-oh. She gave me the heart emoji too.
I know. And I gotta go to bed with her.
I'm not going to make that joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that, Steve. You'll freak the poor guy out.
Yeah. No, I don't think she knows I would never do that. At least I hope she knows.
I know. We're
Yeah.
you know, we're all joking. I have
Exactly.
no interest in getting a sex robot.
Ed Zachary.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm too cheap to get one, so.
Yeah.
I, don't
I
have
love you
2,000
too.
to spend on
With a
anyway. I'm a
black
teacher.
heart. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I love you too. With
yes.
I guess with a black heart.
All right, let's wrap this up so I can take some NyQuil and go to sleep.
There you go.
All right.
Nice pun, Steve.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this up.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Considering where we just were.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Steve,
unfortunate.
That's a great transition.
it was.
And that's a great ending point too. So we
It
are
is.
SEC After Dark. truly after dark tonight.
Big
We're
time.
presented by Bet Online. For Jake, for Steve, and Jeb, and our favorite Cassidy. We will see you back here next week, next Wednesday. Hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you back here better than ever next week. I don't know how we're going to top this segment, but we will.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Go Vols.
Roll Tide.
What happens first, a sex robot or Tennessee's good at football?
Ah, you shut up. They're going to have a good year this year.
9-3, I think. Maybe 8.